Hey guys, so I want to tell you about my stay in Praslin. It's called, we stayed at this place called the Praslin Holiday Apartments or Holiday Home Apartments. And so when you see it, it looks like Praslin. So I might slip up and say Praslin, but I'm trying to get better. It's they speak like French Creole here. So they're like, oh, Praslin, Praslin. But I can't do that, or I have to do like fake accent in order to do it. But we basically, once we found the flight deal, we basically felt like we had to book immediately. So my friend booked this place immediately. So she found it on Expedia, and it seemed to be a good price. For me, it's a little bit expensive for it just being like a basic accommodation. Like it's basically an apartment that they just rent out to people on holiday. But for me, like, I would have loved to have been on like a resort or something like that, and paid either a little bit more or paid less and got something that was, I don't know. But when we got here, it's actually pretty close to the airport. I feel like it was like a less than 10-minute drive, like a 7-minute drive, and it cost like 10 euros. So the cab driver did accept euros, even though someone said that in Seychelles they accept euros. You don't really need rupees, but you kind of do need rupees. Now here's a great thing. Most people accept euros and they give you change in rupees, so I wouldn't say you need to go and exchange money for rupees. Like when I tried to go through Bank of America to get Seychellen or Seychellois rupees, it wasn't offered, so I got euros because I figured I'll be back in Europe anyway. So they exchange it. So what I did, not they exchange it, but they give you change back in the rupees. So what I did was I went to like a nearby market and I just spent like 50 euros and bought like a bag of chips so I can get like basically the change, like 47 euros back in rupees in order to use. So yeah, so I say all that to say, I don't know, but yeah, so we got here late last night at the like Praslin Holiday Home Apartment, and it was like a 7-minute drive, 10 euros to get here. And when we got here, it was late. It was like after 11 p.m. and luckily the hostess or whoever the people who are at the front had left our key with the security guard that sits in the front like parking lot. It's kind of like one of those like security guard stations, like when you drive into a parking lot you gotta like pay the attendant. It kind of looks like that. And so he took us at first. As soon as we get there, he's like, oh, do you guys have luggage? No sir, we don't have luggage, because our luggage did not fly to Seychelles with us. Our luggage is still in Nairobi, Kenya. Thanks, Kenya Airways, you suck. But anyway, so he was like, oh, you don't have luggage or whatever. All right, that's fine. And he was like, oh, we have to take the stairs, and so stairs because the elevator's broken. So I'm like, oh, here we go again. Just another something that's going wrong. And I was just like, so which floor is it on? He said the very top floor. I'm just like, oh. But luckily, when he said the very top floor, what he really meant was the 3rd floor. So I'm like, all right, I didn't think about that. I thought it was like the 5th or 6th floor. I was about to die. But as we walked in, it looked like the elevator was working, and we've been using it, so it did work. All right, so we gotta take the stairs up to the 5th floor because of the lift. Oh, okay. We're not gonna get stuck.
I'm just gonna take the stairs.
Okay, you got the key?
Yeah, you got the
All right. If we get stuck, we're gonna scream.
So that floor.
Up to the 3rd floor. Okay. That was press wrong one. Either that was a poor attempt at humor or I didn't get it. So we got keys, we came in. This place looks so underwhelming at night, and you can see all the imperfections. I was not happy, I was not pleased. Everything looked decent, like the furniture, choice of furniture was decent, especially for the living room. It was spacious. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, so that's great. And I think these are like king size beds. So my friend got the one with the ensuite bathroom, and I just got the one with the bathroom next to it. But it's great because I have a view of the water. But there's a lot of negatives. Number one, I put my stuff on the bed, and then I went to the restroom came out of the restaurant and found like a big, like 3-inch cockroach just running across the bed. So of course I like flipped out, and it's not a hotel where you can just call someone to go do it. So I had to kill, like, you know, euthanize the cockroach myself. And so I was like, oh, so grossed out, ready to leave. I was literally looking at hotels, like, is there a last minute Airbnb I can go to? I don't care what I need to pay. I need to go to a resort. I need to go somewhere with a 24-hour wait staff, because this is not gonna work for my life. And so I was like, all right, I'll just sleep on the couch because I'm afraid of the roach. I'm just afraid of the roach, like, coming out, or the cockroach, whatever you call that thing. It was probably a cicada, but it wasn't. It was just huge. I'm afraid of it coming out at nighttime and like playing with my face or like playing in my hair, like while I'm trying to sleep. So I was like, I can't sleep in this room. So it took me about 30 minutes, but I was able to muster up the courage to go and find it. And of course I screamed the entire time, but I was able to like get it to come out, show its face, and then get it to kind of crawl out enough for me to be able to like kind of throw my shoe at it and kill it. And then I put the like mat over top and like stepped on it. So it's actually still under the mat. I don't want to pull it up, but it's actually still there. So yeah. Oh, Jesus be offense. All right, so there was a huge cockroach that went somewhere behind the, I don't know if it's behind the pillow or behind the mattress. I just need it to go away. Where are you, cockroach? Oh, I see it. Okay. Where's my flashlight? Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Where's my flashlight? Jesus. It's right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm afraid it's gonna. Okay. Oh, I was zoom. Oh. That thing is huge. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so big. All right. So I'm going to try to throw something at it. It's so big. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. All right, let's see if I have great aim. It's okay. Y'all see it right there, right? Okay, so I do not have great aim. Okay, you guys see it right there? Can you see it? That thing is huge. Dang, this would have been a nice bed too. But I'm about to get my shoe because you ain't finna crawl up in my shoe. I don't know what else you're gonna do. You're not crawling up in my shoe. Watch it. Where'd you go? Oh my God, I just need some. Sorry, you guys. I think I killed it. Oh my gosh. Ah! I'm gonna throw it out again just to make sure. So scared, so scared, so scared, so scared. Ah! It should be dead, but it's moving a little bit. Actually, you know what? Just, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just step on it. It got to be up in here somewhere. Step. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, okay. I can sleep in my room. Step one. So that grossed me out. And then of course, like now I need to look for his family members. Like, was that the only one or does it have family? I need to know. So I'm looking and there's like this little itty baby, like salamander kind of thing. Or gecko, I don't know what those things was. It was like really tiny though, probably like the size of like 2 quarters. And then there were like small roaches, and I was just like, oh, this place is disgusting. But there's no stores open. Like, this is the island, everything shuts down after a certain time. So I was really upset because I was just like, there's literally nothing we can do. So I was like, well, whatever. I looked in all the corners. I was like, as long as it's no more of the big ones, and as long as it's not a lot, well, 2-3 roaches is a lot, because that means they have a whole family. But as long as it's not like an abundance where I can see it, then I guess I'll sleep in here, and I don't really want to sleep on the couch. The couch had like stains on it, and I was just like, oh, this couch probably never gets clean. At least the bed probably gets clean. So yeah, so basically I killed the big one. The small ones like scattered, and so we had reached out to them to see if they would give us bug spray, and they did give us some bug spray the next day. So what else? Oh, so the issue with this place is that like they don't really try and really clean as well as they should. Like, for us to be coming to a brand new space, I shouldn't be noticing so much dirt. Like, the appliances are dirty, like stains dirty, not like someone just used it, but like it has built up stains, and it's probably time to just get a new set of appliances. Like, and there's like spider webs behind the bathroom toilet, and I noticed it only when I was stepping out of the shower, and I was just like, that's gross. And like other things like so I mentioned the appliances, like the fridge, the pillows. I could kind of see like the yellowing of a pillow under the white, because everything looks white because they have the white sheets and the white pillowcases, but I could kind of see the yellowing. So I pulled it back, and like it's a whole stain. Like, and you know, with pillows, like it's hard because people change the pillowcases, but do they actually change the pillow? And so yeah, pillows are dirty and disgusting. The windows, like you would think I have like this beautiful view. Well, it's not 100% beautiful, but there's some water back there, y'all. You see it? There you go. Some water. You would think that I have this view and I want to like really take advantage of it. Sorry, trying to get this lighting right. But it's hard because they don't clean these windows. Now, the window that's in the living room, like that, because those are like sliding windows, like French doors essentially, like that slide. That's not French door. Those are clean. So it's like they pay attention to the minor stuff, but not like the details that make it feel like, oh yeah, this place is sparkling clean. And then I was just wondering, like, this place is on Expedia, but are they on Airbnb? Because you know, with Airbnb, people will flag stuff like that. Also, because we didn't have our luggage, you know, we didn't have any of our toiletries and stuff like that. So, well, luckily I had a little bit. I didn't have like soap or anything. I don't know what I packed it. I thought everything was in there, but I need to maybe like reevaluate what I pack in my carry-on. So like they had like a small little hotel bar of soap. But like they should have like basic toiletries or like a basic snack when people get in really, really late. It's not like we can just order Uber Eats here in like Seychelles. So they should have like the basic stuff for us. That for Airbnb is a super host, and for them they're just like missing that. And I feel like the price is substantial enough where that is something that they should offer. And I know that because I don't know how much it costs to rent this place. If they have a Zillow for Seychelles, someone tell me, because I would love to like explore that. But yeah, like to catch the bus is like 7 rupees, Seychelles rupees, which is like 50 cents. So like if your bus cost is that cheap, then I know cost of living here for like native people should be cheap, and so should like buying something like this. It'll probably be a little bit expensive, but we paid a substantial amount of money in terms of like at least $100 a night per person, so like $200 a night almost to stay here. And I expect a lot more. You know, I'm paying that. I want to, because you know, y'all know me, I'll be staying in hostels, and I've stayed in hostels that are actually nicer, like that. Like I've never had a roach go across my bed in a hostel. And if that ever happened, guess what? I would go to front desk, get it changed out, because they have a 24-hour staff. So it's things like that I really did not like. I was all ready to give it 0 stars yesterday, and like when we got in, I was just like, oh no, I cannot wait to write this review, because this is gonna be all horrible things. But what did not translate well in the dark translated better during the day. Like during the daytime, you can see the bright lights shining through, and you see a little bit of the water, and you start to understand exactly like, okay, so this is what they're trying to do. They do want you to focus on these big windows and going out to the balcony, and not necessarily the dirt that's behind the toilet and the cobwebs that are in the corner and all stuff that they should be cleaning regardless. I don't care, but still. Also, one of the things I appreciated was that we are very close to a bus, and like I said, the buses are so cheap. They're like 50 cents to get around, like 50 US or Euro cents, but like 7 Seychelles rupees. And they're super cheap to get around. They go around the entire island. So I appreciated being close to that. And then also we appreciated being close to a supermarket where you can buy food. They didn't have bread. Don't ask me why. I don't know if that's an island thing or what. Like maybe bread goes bad faster. So they had flour. Maybe they wanted me to make my own bread. I don't know. They had bacon though. I don't know. But yeah, there's a supermarket nearby. There's also like clothing shop, and they have like big girl style clothes that had like I have big feet, and they had flip flops that would fit my feet. Maybe even flip flops that would fit my dad's feet too. They had like clothing of all sizes, nail polish, like they had like regular stuff. They have hair, because I'm considering getting my hair braided again. Last time I got my hair braided, it was in Kenya, and it was like $21. So the girl quoted me at the same price, although in Kenya that included the braiding hair, whereas this other girl, she didn't include the braiding hair in it. So I was like, all right, that might be a move, especially if we still don't have our luggage. Like I literally only brought bathing suits, so like if I don't have any bathing suits, how can I get in the water? I don't know if it's legal or not to go skinny dipping in the ocean, in the Indian Ocean, but I don't think so. So if I don't do that, then I might as well just spend a day like relaxing, getting my hair done, like, because that hairstyle would easily cost $200, $250 in the US. So I appreciated being close to things like that. Supermarket, we can grab some food or grab some snacks. We can grab deodorant. We can grab all the stuff that we need. Although they should have it, I can guess, being in the daytime, I can see like how it's convenient to those places. So that's good. So yeah, so altogether, out of 10 stars, there was a giant roach that went across my bed, y'all. I swear if it wasn't for that roach, they would probably got like 5 more stars out of 10 stars. But I'm looking at a bug now. Sorry. I'm just like, oh, it's another one. But we're on the top floor. It shouldn't be that many bugs up here. I don't know. But we're also on an island. And so out of 10 stars, I would probably give it 4. Well, out of 5 stars, how many would I give it? Oh, I would give it like 2, maybe 2.5. But that's because I really, I probably would not stay here again. Like if I would probably spend a little bit extra money to stay in a nice resort, or spend less money and get like a room in someone else's like beautiful home versus this. So yeah, I don't know. That should work. What was that, 40%? Yeah, all right, well, yeah, everyone can't pass everything. But like I said, if it fits in your budget, they were easy to book, easy to communicate with until we told them we didn't have toiletries. I don't think they still responded to that, but they did bring bug spray, you know? So shout out to them for that. The front desk lady was really nice. We had to register the next day. Oh, and I would say that's also the thing that they're good for, is that we paid on site. So it's not like, oh, we had to pay, because we had booked the flights immediately, but we were able to cancel up to 24 hours in advance, and without a cancellation fee, and we paid on site. So we technically paid the second day because we got there so late that the registration office was closed. So I think that is a pro for people who want to like wait to pay or something like that. Yeah. So we're walking distance to the beach, and the beaches around here, I was wondering, I was like, well, what beach? Like, but everything around here is beautiful. Like, you're surrounded by water, so like you can literally go to any beach. I can see how going to some of the beaches further up or around the island could be better, because there's probably more tourists there. They probably like take care of the beach, meaning like removing rocks and everything. But the water is warm and beautiful and turquoise. So you can't really go wrong. I do actually want to sneak back out to the beach before sunset. Actually, that would be really pretty. Yay. So yeah. So overall, I'm going to enjoy my stay here. I'm going to keep checking for bugs. I'm so paranoid now. If it wasn't for that paranoia, this probably would be rated a little bit higher. But I think the price and the bugs don't mix. If it was cheaper, then I can almost, you know, I can accept some more things and be like, all right, well, we gotta fit. Like when I was in Cuba, we had little cockroaches, la cucarachas in Cuba, but we were paying $35 a night, so it's just like, how much can you ask for? I still want you guys to come and spray and get them out of here, but you know, it ain't so much you can do for $35 a night. So yeah, all right, I think that's all. Talk to you later. Like a baby salamander or whatever this creature is. Ah! More bugs. Alright. So this is why I don't do bugs. Oh! Ah! See, you might as well close your door because he
Oh God, he coming this way?
yeah.
Oh! He got a broom?
Okay, this is the Praslin home. It's actually not called Praslin. It's called Praslin Holiday Home Apartments. And we're about to head out to see if we can go find some stuff. Oh, here we go.